Hello everybody, welcome to World Warrior, episode 12. I'm Edu, the Cammyplayer, your Storyteller, and this is a real play RPG show set in the Street Fighter universe. Right now we're in the middle of an adventure set in Wales, following Shyotaz, played by HaBeFaStro. We met him in his rundown gym where he was sparring with his BFF George, a boxer who used to be his tag team partner back when Shyotaz had a minor role in wrestling competitions. After an intense fight, Shyotaz was able to defeat his friend and was informed that George was about to go give an interview in a nearby hotel about new and promising street fighters. Before they could go there though, somebody else appeared in the gym, Dehrik Savitch, a fighter from America looking to challenge Shyotaz for a match. Will he go up against such a strong opponent? And what about George's interview? Stick around and find out.
Well, I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. See, I've had a mighty long and mighty trying little bout with my friend over there, and, well, I'm not quite at peak condition, therefore I would not be doing you any services.
Well, let me talk to you a little bit about myself. So I'm Dehrik, and I'm part of a team. It's called Team Raven. I don't know if you know. Team Raven is a group of street fighters. So I took part in the tournament on Las Vegas. You know, I'm from the United States. It's my first time here in Wales. That was about a month ago, I think. And I did okay. You know, I won some fights, but I was eventually defeated. And so I've been traveling around the globe and challenging different new and upcoming warriors, you know, to try to improve my abilities. So, you know, that's why I'm here to challenge you, and would be my pleasure if you accept to make this a money match. I'm willing to bet 100 bison dollars with you.
Well, that's a mighty interesting proposition, but
you are a street fighter, right? I'm not mistaken.
I'm training to be a street fighter. In fact, I have just finished a good training session.
Yeah, he kicked my ass, yo.
It was quite a close match, it was, George.
So, your name is, again, Shyotaz, is that it?
Shyotaz, yes.
Have you traveled abroad? Or are you just local to Wales?
Well, I do actually have to say that in my former days of wrestling, I did travel abroad quite a bit. I've been to the United States, I've been to Mexico, Japan, and I've even been to Brazil. And I met this one interesting chap called Edu the Cammyplayer. Very interesting man.
Oh, I know this YouTube guy, right? There's
That's
a
the
girl
one.
in my team, Pantara. She is really into this YouTube thing. She talks about all the time about this YouTube channel or something. I'm not sure. I'll come back tomorrow. How about that? But I just want to say that I saw your fight, and both of you guys are really good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see you guys fighting overseas and maybe being my challenge on the next Street Fighter tournament. So that's why I really wanted to fight you, but I guess we'll do it tomorrow.
Well, for your troubles, can I at least give you some bison dollars?
Oh, no. I want to get your bison dollars by defeating you. I don't want a handout. Trust me, it's not a problem. In fact, I want to give you something. I want to give you some advice.
I'm listening.
As I said, I was watching your fight, and I really think you guys are good, and I expect to see you guys traveling around the world to fight, and I want to give you some advice about that. You see, last month in Las Vegas, something happened. There was this guy who was supposed to fight at the tournament, and he didn't appear. You know, I have a friend there. She's called Trix, and Trix apparently knew that guy, and she didn't fight in the tournament, but she was there watching, and she kind of was the first one to realize that something was happening, and I joined her after because I was fighting the tournament. But when I had time, I talked to her, and she told me some worrisome things, some weird things. Apparently, there's this criminal organization that they seem to be targeting and kidnapping fighters for whatever reason it is, and apparently that guy was one of the victims. Trix was able to apprehend a guy who was indirectly mixed with that. He wasn't the one doing that, but he was helping them. And she got an address, so, long story short, I helped her in the investigation. But the address she got only led us to an abandoned airfield. And apparently the criminals flew from there to whatever place it is. We were able to get 2 names. There's this Fang person and this Dr. Fortnite, but not much more. I think you're safe here because, as far as I know, they're only doing that in the US. But if you guys travel abroad, I would give you an advice to be wary about that, and maybe travel in groups. I mean, you're both good. I advise you guys to go together and not be alone in these big events, because it's dangerous. That's I just wanted to say that because I don't know if we're gonna have a chance to fight or not. I mean, I said I would come here tomorrow, but because I have other places to go and other people to challenge. I guess, I don't know, maybe not now, but I just wanted to give you this piece of advice because you seem like a chap that I will be meeting later, and so be careful.
That's quite a particular situation. I don't suppose this Fang person you speak of is associated with a certain Bison or his cohorts?
Now, wait a second. How the hell would your character know that?
My character has a bit of a past. He once... Actually, his former sensei has done some pretty shady things involving Bison and his cohorts. One time, he walked into her secret meeting room and saw a little too much than anyone should be seeing. Sensei never caught him, though.
Okay, I'll give you that. So Dehrik answers.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I just know that there's something weird is happening. My friend Trix is investigating that, and I'm helping her. Not just me. I mean, my team, the Team Raven. In fact, I would recommend you to join a team. Team Raven. If there was a spot available, maybe you could even join Team Raven. But I'm afraid there isn't a spot. I mean, we had one spot, but then remember Pantara? I just talked about Pantara. She actually met a friend, and she kind of became this girl's sensei or whatever, mentor. I don't know. It's a Japanese girl named Akemi. So now they're both in China training. So I guess Team Raven is filled, but I recommend you join a team. For being safe, because I really want to fight you, and it will really be bad if something else happened and you wouldn't be able to meet on the ring.
If I were to say that this conversation has lit a very powerful spark within me, enough to get me suddenly energized and all rallied up, would I convince you that actually now might be as good a time as any for a good fight between you and I?
Well, hell yeah.
And George taps you on the shoulder and said, either we go or you... I mean, I'm going. I don't want to pressure you, but if you want to come with me, we gotta go now, man.
Gotta go now? Not enough time for this? Not enough time for this good bloke's troubles?
Oh, you know what? I'm not the first one to talk, so I guess if you do this fast, you can still catch up to me. I'm gonna ask to be the last one because I'm not the only one talking, you know. So I'm gonna ask to be the last one, and maybe you still have time to go there. I'll meet you there.
Okay. Do tell me, Mr. Savitch, are you a fast fighter?
Yeah. I am a fast fighter.
Well, then, can we... I think we can get this done in ample time. Get your stance ready, because I won't hold back.
And George kind of shakes your hand and says, "Finish this dude quick and go meet you up at the hotel, okay? Hotel GeForce."
Hotel GeForce. You've got it.
Okay.
Won't be long, hopefully.
So George leaves the ring, and you can see Dehrik stretching his hands, doing that cracking noise. See if you can hear here. Maybe not.
Oh,
And,
yes, that was very accurate.
He goes into... Well, you know what? Let's roll something. Roll your intelligence plus your style lore.
Okay, intelligence, 3 plus style lore. Yes. 3 plus 3. Gonna roll 6. That's 3 successes.
So you can clearly and easily see by his fighting stance that he is a fellow Shotokan karate fighter.
Ah, a fellow Shotokan, eh?
Are you ready?
You know, I don't think I've ever been more ready.
So let's roll wits to see who goes first.
Okay, so I've got a 16.
He has a 17, so he goes first.
He goes first.
So as the fight starts, Dehrik is super fast going in your direction, and he throws a straight punch to your face. So that would be his dexterity, which is 3, plus his punch, which is 3, plus your value of minus your value of block,
Which is 2.
so that would be a 4. Let's see, he has 3 chi and 4 willpower. He's gonna use one of each, plus 1 automatic success to hit you, because Dehrik doesn't play around. And well, he needed that because all of that means only 1 success. So he really needed all that. Oh, actually 2, because he also used a willpower. So the punch hits. Now he's gonna go for damage. Oh, actually I have to tell you his health. What's his health? He has 10 points of health. So now for damage, his strength plus his punch, it's 4 plus 3, that's a 7. Plus he's gonna use another chi and another willpower, so he's gonna go for 1 chi and 2 willpower. So that's gonna be 4, 7, 8 minus your stamina. What's your stamina?
Stamina. 3.
So 8 minus 3, that's another 5. Plus a willpower, which is already a success. So that'll be 2 plus the willpower, that's 3 damage.
Leaving me with 8.
Now remember, if you take more damage than your stamina, you are dizzy. However, your stamina is 3, right?
Yes, my stamina is 3.
So that's not enough. But if your stamina was 2, you would be dizzy. However, Derek's punch is part of a combo. And the next thing is back row throw? I'm actually gonna need to search that. So back row throw. This has a -1 to speed, and it's a grab. So he's gonna go for dexterity, which is 3, plus his grab, which is 2. That's a 5 minus your athletics,
Which is 1.
which is 1. So that's a 4, right? Because it's 5 minus 1, 4. Plus he's gonna use his last chi and another willpower. And he got 1 success, 2 with the willpower. So the grab hits. And now for damage. Let me actually read about back row throw. This move is an advanced version of the throw special move. Instead of using her shoulders or hips to throw an opponent, the fighter grabs the opponent and then rolls backwards onto the ground, planting a foot on the opponent's chest to help him to heft him up and over. The victim of the back roll throw ends up tossed behind the attacker's head. So basically Ken's throw from Street Fighter. Damage, however, is +4. Plus is gonna use his last willpower, because why not? So that's a 6 minus your stamina.
Which is 3.
Oh, that's good. So 3, but he does use willpower. And only 1 damage from the willpower. However, that was a dizzy combo. You actually got dizzy out of that. Because now now you took 4 points of damage, right? And your stamina is 3. So
yes.
You're dizzy. So you don't fight on round 1. Now it will be your turn, but you missed that turn. And it's his turn, round 2. And he's gonna get close to you. And he makes a punch motion. And he stops right before your face. And just with one finger just taps you on the head. And say, "That's it! You're out already? Come on!" And now it's your turn.
Inwardly, I'm actually a bit offended by this. I'm starting to overthink things. So I begin to... Can I still use my special maneuvers, by the way?
If you can use your special maneuvers, yes. Why wouldn't you?
I just wonder if it was the same as like these chi or...
Some
willpowers.
special maneuvers cost chi or willpower. If they do, you can't if you don't have it. But in the case of your special maneuvers, none of them cost chi or willpower, so that's not a problem.
Then I'm going to go for a suplex.
Okay, suplex is a grab attack, so you're gonna roll dexterity plus grab plus the bonus of speed for suplex, which is 0, so plus nothing, minus his athletics, which is 2.
This has been a good roll. 3 successes.
That is enough to land a hit. Now you do damage. Damage is strength plus grab plus the bonus if the attack has a bonus. And suplex does have a bonus of 2. So strength plus grab plus 2 minus his stamina, which is 4.
May I add chi to this?
If you have a chi, you can add a chi, yes.
I have 1 chi. So now I have 4, right?
I lost count. It's strength plus grab plus 2 minus 4 plus 1 from the chi.
Then yeah.
You roll badly though, because you roll 1 success and 1 number 1. So that means
Shame.
no damage.
No damage.
Yeah, so you do your suplex, and when he's about to hit the ground, he kind of uses his hand to maneuver him, and instead of hitting the ground, he kind of absorbs the impact and rolls around. And you're quite impressed with his technique. So that was round 2. Now it's round 3. Dehrik goes, "Ha, so you do have something in you." And he's gonna attack you again. And he's gonna go for... what is gonna go for? A triple strike. Triple strike. Let's see. Well, damn it, he can't use a triple strike because it costs a willpower. Oh, bloody hell. So he's not gonna use a triple strike. He's just gonna go for a punch then, I guess. So that'll be 4 plus 3 minus your block, which is 2, right?
Correcto.
So there would be 5 dice. And that's 1 and 2 and 3 minus 1. That's a 2. That's a success. So that hits. Now it's gonna go for damage, which is a 4 plus a 3. That's a 7 minus your stamina, which is 3 if I'm not mistaken. So that's a 4 dice, and he gets 2 damage to you. He is rolling well. I tend to roll really well in this game.
That must be nice.
So he winds up a powerful, very clearly karate punch, and he hits you on your chest really quickly, like you barely see his fist coming. and you take a step back with the force of the punch. And it's your turn.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. I don't know if I'm still exhausted from my previous fight, but I've got to say, I think I was way in over my head. You're quite good. But I'm not done yet.
If you want to stop, I'll stop.
Oh, I'm far from done, mate. I tend to do really good when I'm in a pinch. And I go for my monkey grab punch.
Okay, monkey grab punch. That will be your dex plus your punch -2. Against his... What?
Actually, before we begin, did that last punch he brought to my torso, it did damage me, right?
Yes.
By 3.
2, I think. 2 damage. He got 3 successes, but also he got a 1, so 2.
Okay. Just had to decrease my health a bit there. So, you were saying that it's dex plus grab...
-2 minus... Oh, also this... No, this the monkey grab punch is a technique that is both a punch and a grab, and it has some different systems for the game as it's supposed to be played. The combat, again, the combat as the game is supposed to be played doesn't really work for online, so we're adapting a few things, and we can't give the bonus that the game wants us to give to this attack. So instead, I decided to give a different bonus. So the bonus I decided to give is you can add your grab value to land the hit. Not for damage, just to land the hit. So maybe we did it for damage before, I don't know. We're still learning. So you're gonna go for dex plus punch plus grab -2 minus his defense. His block. I know it's unblockable. Yeah, it's unblockable. So yeah, all that. Got all that? Dex plus punch plus grab.
Dex plus punch plus grab
-2.
Okay.
Was that it? Was that it?
Yep, this has been an okay roll. I've got 2 successes.
That is enough to hit. Now you do damage. Damage will be your strength plus your punch, because this is a punch technique, +1 minus his stamina, which is 4. So strength, punch, 1 minus 4.
Leaving me with only 1, because that overall negated me, but you're being a nice guy and letting me roll, letting anyone who gets a 0 roll 1.
I'm not really being a nice guy. That's in the book.
Well, you're being a nice guy by adhering to the rules of the book.
Yeah, I think the book it's for damage, not for hitting, but I'm using for hitting too.
Yes. Now, dice away. And 3, which means no success for me.
Failure. You grab him, and as you try to punch him, you can see his left arm blocks your punch out of his face, and he evades your grab. And now it's round 4. Dehrik has, by the way, not been hit yet. He still has 10 points of health.
Derek's too good.
And Derek's gonna go for a punch. Right? Yes, gonna go for a punch. That'll be 3 plus 3 minus your block, which I think it's 2, right?
Yes, my block is 2.
So that will be a 4. Bam! That's a 4 to hit. Man, I'm rolling really well. So 4 to hit, now damage. Damage is 4 plus 3, that's a 7. Minus your stamina, which I think is 3, right?
Stamina is 3.
So that's a 4 dice to damage, and that's 1 success. So you take 1 more damage from the punch. But again, this is part of a combo, and the combo is with the back row throw. So he's gonna go then for this grab now. So it's dex plus grab -1, so 4 dice, and that is 2 successes. So that'll hit. So the grab hit. Now for the damage. damage is +4. So damage is 4 plus 4, that's 8, plus grab, that's 10, minus your stamina, which I think is 3, right? So that means it's 7. So 7, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 4 damage. And you're dizzy, right? Because you got.
I'm actually knocked out.
You're knocked out? Really? Already?
Yeah. After that first hit, I was like down to my last health.
So you don't really see what happened. You take a punch, next thing you know, he's grabbing you, and next thing you know, you're waking up. And he's kind of crouched next to you. He's like, yeah, are you okay?
Oh my good Lord in heaven. What just happened?
You kind of took a big fall there, man. I was starting to get worried. You've been out for like 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Well, first of all, I just gotta say, you have greatly impressed me. Shame on me for underestimating. Shame on me for being late if I am. I really have to go. And thank you once again for this match. I hope it was worth your time and efforts, and God be with you.
I mean, I really enjoy it, but I'm waiting for my $100 bison, man.
Right. Shame on me for my forgetfulness as of the moment, and that's 100 bison dollars. I think that should make us square and even.
Okay. Very nice fighting with you, man. I hope to see you again, and remember, be careful if you travel overseas.
Thank you very much. You enjoy yourself.
Dehrik grabs his things and your money, and he leaves. So, let's give you some points for some stuff here. First, you accepted a challenge from a higher ranking Street Fighter, so you got 1 honor and 1 glory, again temporary, the squares. Okay?
Okay.
However, you lost a match, so you lose 1 glory. Okay?
Okay.
Also, in your character sheet, you can see at the bottom that there's a place for wins, losses, draws, and KOs, right? So
yes.
You will write there 1 win because you defeated George, and also 1 KO because you defeated George by KO. However, you will also write 1 loss because you lost a fight now. And you have recovered your health, you have not recovered your chi or willpower, and you have already used your roll to try to recover those. So that's it. I mean, Dehrik lives, and now it's up to you.
Hopefully I can make it in time. I've got to go. Got to get some things here. Just gonna get my toothbrush, my deodorant. Don't want to smell bad. And what am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? Oh yes, I'm forgetting. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Ah, here it is. My little Hakan plush. Now, I must be going. Don't want to keep George waiting, and...
Wait, you have a Hakan plush?
Yes, I have a Hakan plush.
Why not Blanca-chan?
Well, I was thinking Blanca at first, actually, but I didn't know if it would make sense for him to not remember Blanca's name, but still have a plush of him.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm gonna give, not your character, you, 1 point of honor for that.
For me, oh, that is too sweet. Oh, and here's a little bonus. Oh, how could I forget Hakan's little friend? The little green, hairy Brazilian man whose name eludes me, but he's a very cute plushie!
Okay, so what do you do after gathering your toothbrush and your toys?
I start running because my man doesn't have a car. He just keeps running and running.
You're just gonna run to the hotel.
He's starting to get exhausted. The fights, the running, it's too much for my man.
I mean, you can run, but you're gonna roll something if your plan is to run. Is that your plan?
He has to He's gonna have to stop at some point and try to hitchhike.
I mean, you can say that you want to run, then I'm gonna make you roll something for running, and we're gonna see if you succeed at that plan, or you can say you want to hitchhike. It's up to you. Your plan is to run a little bit, then try to hitchhike.
Yes. So let's say that he's gonna run.
So now your plan is to run all the way, if you can.
Yes.
Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll stamina and an athletics, and I want 2 successes for you to be able to reach the hotel. For you to be able to reach the hotel. That's about it.
Okay, so 4 dice, and here we go. So that's 8, 6, 3, 1, which means I have 1 success.
Which means you don't have 2 successes. So you run part of the way, and you just out of gas. You don't know if because you remember running to that hotel before. It's
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out. I forgot about the 2 successes that you had given me. So.
Wait, why are you giving 2 successes?
Didn't you say you gave me 2 successes so I can get to the hotel?
Yeah, I'm not giving. I'm saying you need 2 successes, and you got only 1, so that's not enough.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. You were saying?
So you remember running to the hotel before. It's actually part of your training routine. But maybe because you just fought 2 fights today, and 1 very long fight that you barely won, and 1 fight that you lost quickly and you were out for 20 minutes. You don't make it halfway before you're completely out of gas. Actually, I'm gonna penalize you. I'm gonna say that your max health for the rest of this game is now 10. You lose 1 max health for the rest of this game. Not forever, just for today.
Is that for losing my previous match?
No, yeah, that's not for losing the match. Actually, the thing about the match is actually, what's the thing? There is something about that I forgot. Let me check the rules real quick. Oh, there is something that I forgot here. It's called aggravated damage. Aggravated damage is damage you take above 0, beyond 0. So we actually need to see that the last roll from Dehrik to see how much damage he did with that grab. You had 1 health, right?
Well, the starting combo is what got me to 1 health, and before he started the big combo, I had 2 health.
So you had 2 health when you took the grab, right?
Yes.
And the grab did 4 damage. Yeah, so the grab did 4 damage. So 2 damage took you to 0, and then you got 2 extra damage. Now this extra damage is called aggravated damage. What aggravated damage does is you take 1 day to recover each of these 1. Okay? So
okay.
Actually, for today, not today in real time, today in the game, your max health goes down from 11 to 9.
Okay, so down to 9. That's a very interesting mechanic.
Tomorrow your max health will be 10, and the day after you're gonna be at 11. But also you just now failed at trying to run the distance, and I would penalize you with another point of max health. But now that I remember this aggravated damage rule that I had completely forgot about it, now I think that it's too much to give you that penalty. So I'm not gonna give you that penalty. Or will I? I'm gonna roll for it. How about that? No, I won't. Will I?
Willie.
Now I need to think about it. Should I give you a penalty? Because I think I gave a penalty like that in the past. But that time the person tried to run an outrageous distance. And I don't think your case is such an outrageous distance. So I'm not gonna give you a penalty. It's just when you try to do a really crazy run, then you deserve a penalty. But it's not that case. So no penalty for you. But you do have 2 less from taking 2 extra damage.
Alright, so we live to survive 1 less penalty.
So you try to run, you're tired, you couldn't reach the hotel, and that's it. That's your situation.
Oh, hey, oh, there was too much energy in one day. I haven't even had dinner. What am I going to do? I'm not even that close to the place. And there's no cars nearby that I can see.
So we're gonna roll luck. Now there is no such thing as a luck attribute here. So we're gonna go 50-50. Do you want even or do you want odds?
I'll take odd.
No, you know what? I'm gonna copy a podcast called Cthulhu and Friends. So what they do is they roll a percentage dice, which is actually 2d10s, to get a value between 0 and 100. It's this basically works just the same as doing odds or even. It's really the same thing, but you know, just to amuse me and remember Cthulhu and Friends. So I'm rolling 1d100. Do you want high or low?
I'll take... considering my luck in this whole thing, I'm tempted to say low, because I've gotten a lot of lows. But maybe I'll get lucky this time and get highs, so... let's go for highs.
And it's low. There are no cars. There is a man in a bicycle.
A bicycle? Wait a minute! Sir! Sir!
Yes? It's an old man.
I'm very sorry to disturb you and perturb you and all that, but,
You speak funny.
I beg your pardon. How so?
What can I help you with, young man?
You see, I've just run a graciously large distance from my homestead to where I currently am right now, and...
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see any houses here. There's only that very small, dusty gym over there, and he points to your gym, which is in eyesight.
Oh, it's not even that far away. Point being is, I was trying to run all the way to the GeForce Hotel, and I simply cannot make it on foot. So...
Well, that's a shame.
That's too much of a shame, to be quite honest. So, if you would not mind, may I trouble you for perhaps an assisted transportation?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Basically, would you either give me a ride on your bike, or even could I borrow this bike from you?
But then how will I go to my destination?
If I may ask, where is your destination? Is it far? Is it near?
I'm going to the supermarket. And you know that the supermarket is a little beyond the hotel.
A little beyond the hotel. Tell you what, my good man. Why don't I make a proposition with you?
Oh, I like women. I'm sorry.
That's not how I meant that, good sir. How was about I ride your bike whilst you ride behind my back, and that way I can get to my hotel, and once I'm done, the bike is all yours once again, and you may go to the supermarket to purchase as you please.
Well, you know, the thing is, groceries are so expensive these days.
Perhaps with a bit of a dowry on my part, I could convince you?
What?
Basically, if I were to give you 50 bison dollars, would you consider?
So let's roll something. Let's roll... let's see, we have intimidation, insights. I think that's a charisma roll. Let's roll charisma.
And my man has 2 charisma. So 2 dice?
2 dice.
Okay, so 1 success.
How much money you said you would give him?
50 bison dollars.
Wow, sure. And he kind of hops in the back. There's like it's like one of those old bicycles with a place where you can put maybe groceries or anything in the back. So he kind of sits there, and as you sit on the bank, he holds you uncomfortably tight and too close. So now you're gonna roll again your stamina to see if you can pedal there, but I'm gonna lower the difficulty of this one, so the difficulty would be 4.
Okay, so as in 4 dice?
No, as in you need to reach 4.
Oh, I see.
So you're gonna roll stamina plus athletics, and you only need to reach 4 once.
Okay, stamina plus athletics. And that's 110, 1-4, 1-2, and 1-1.
Which means...
Now, when you said I had to roll 4, that, like, the number 4 on the dice is I needed for a success?
Yes, exactly. It counts as a success. So you got 2 successes, but you also got a 1, so you got 1 success. So it's enough. You successfully pedal all the way to the GeForce Hotel, and you give the bike back to the old man, and he goes on his merry way.
Thank you very much for your services, sir.
Sure. I'm glad to help you.
Wait.
Yes, and he stops.
Perhaps for you doing me such a kind favor, why don't I give you an additional 100 bison dollars?
Wow, that's very generous, young man. I don't know if I can accept it. Okay, I will.
So I hand him the money.
He gladly takes the money.
And he goes on his merry way. Right?
He goes on his merry way, yes.
And I go my very exhausted way to the hotel.
I'm gonna give you 1 honor just for being so generous.
Yes, 1 honor.
Okay, so you enter the hotel. You see a pretty girl at the reception.
Ooh. Hello there, and how are you, if I may ask?
Oh, hello, sir. You have a wonderful accent.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Fun fact, my man is a bit girl shy.
Okay. Would you like a room?
Well, I beg your pardon.
She's kind of blinking fast, looking at you, wondering.
I kind of actually tilt my head a little away so that way I can see her at the corner of my eye, but try to not speak with such stutters.
Are you okay, sir?
I'm fine. It's just, well, you're very pretty and everything, and...
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, I think I had a bit of a frog in my throat.
So, maybe you want to give me your ID and I can start, checking you in?
Did you say you can start checking me out?
No, sir, I meant a room.
Yes. Sorry, just I've got to find my ID.
Would you like me to ask someone else to talk to you? I'll go call my manager. Okay, you just wait here for a moment.
But
and she leaves.
But wait.
And just a moment later, her manager appears. It's an even prettier woman. Hi, may I help you with something? Sir, are you okay? Do you need an ambulance?
I need a drink. And so I look.
There's a bar in the hotel.
I look around hastily because I just can't wait. So I pick up a vase, and I start pouring whatever water's in there in my mouth. Sadly, there's a lot of soil in it.
You see the first girl the young one. Actually, the manager gives a look to the first girl, and the first girl picks up the phone, and you can see her dialing.
And I
And
question.
the manager is like, "Sir, are you okay?"
I, I.
I think you should leave, sir.
No. See, get your composure.
Sir,
get your
sir,
composure.
don't touch me.
I'm sorry. I was going for my temples. Just trying to get my composure.
Some guys, some male employees of the hotel start to walk in that direction. Now that you're making a scene.
Oh dear. Hello, chaps. How are we doing today, if I may ask?
Hey, I think you should leave, man.
Excuse me, but I would rather not leave. I have a very important friend to meet, and he, in turn, has very important.
I think you can meet your friend outside.
Please, you must understand. I simply cannot do that. I must meet my friend in here and in the hotel room. Please and thank you.
You should go outside.
What? Please.
And the girl behind the counter is like, "Sir, I already called the police. I think it's in your best interest to leave."
But I've done nothing wrong, have I?
Sir, please leave.
Could you at least contact my friend and let him know that I may have to meet him?
And the manager goes like, "Okay, who's this friend of yours?
Um,
We can't bother any of our guests."
he goes, because the lady is so pretty, I look away and look at the two male employees,
Who
as
are
well as,
not happy at you.
yes, they're very unhappy at me. And I say, my friend's name is George, George, for some reason, Shyotaz is having a hard time remembering George's last name.
Sir, we're not allowed to tell you if your friend is or is not a guest at the hotel.
Please, give me a moment to try to remember. What is George's last name? Blasted! George.
If you need an idea, let's say it's George of the Jungle.
Is
But
there a
off the jungle is just one word.
is there a George of the Jungle here?
Sir, we're not allowed to discuss our guests. Please leave.
But he's a boxer and he's in a very important attendance meeting, and he said I could come. And why are you two?
Please leave right now. I'm not gonna ask again.
I don't suppose I could clean the dishes to make up for my.
And the male employers come in your direction, and it's clear that you won't be able to stay inside the hotel without doing something drastic.
My Shyotaz is very conflicted. On one hand, he really wants to get a hotel room, but on the other, he doesn't necessarily want to do any conflict because these men are just doing their jobs, and overall, he figures if he beats these two guys in combat, what good? That's just going to make him seem worse. So he reluctantly complies with his head held down.
So you find yourself outside the hotel now.
And I say to the male employees who are still there, looking at me with very ashamed looks, I don't suppose I could do something to make up for this rather unfortunate misunderstanding?
Yeah, you can leave.
Can we do anything other than that?
Yeah, you can wait here and be arrested.
Wait, arrested? No one said anything about the authorities being involved.
Yes, we did. We called the police. We informed you of that. We are being nice and saying that you can leave before the authorities arrive.
But I can't go to jail.
Well, then leave.
But I can't leave this sport either. So, Shyotaz does something actually really shady and says, "Oh wait, is that your manager coming right this way?"
You're trying to deceive them?
Yes.
So we're gonna roll. And this... Let's see what this is. There might be a manipulation. There might be a subterfuge. Let's say both. Let's say it's manipulation subterfuge, maybe? Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
And they are close to you, and that is a stupid plan. So I'm gonna say that you need 2 successes, and the difficulty is 8.
Okay. 2 successes, difficulty 8. So am I is the dice determined by both my manipulation and my subterfuge?
Yes. Manipulation plus subterfuge.
And subterfuge is 1, and manipulation is 1. So chances are not looking good here.
You know, you gotta admit that just the fact that I gave you a chance in this situation. Is that your row? A 9 and an 8?
Oh my goodness, my luck is looking up.
They actually look behind.
Wait,
Incredibly.
if I can ask, are they not that smart, or are they like afraid of their boss so much that they don't take a chance?
Roll an insight.
So that's 5.
That is a lot of successes. That's 3 successes. You realize that they are just super afraid of the manager. And when you started saying, "Look, isn't that behind you?" and you saw that they didn't glimpse behind him. But when you said manager, they looked.
Okay.
What?
And so I actually... Do I run away and try to sneak my way in, or do I try to beat these 2 guys, knock them out, and then try to... Ooh, maybe if I knock them out, then I can get their outfits. And then I can pretend to be a...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this hotel part to become such a quest.
Yeah, Shyotaz, he's doing some things he's not particularly proud of here, so... Yeah, he decides to knock them out.
Okay. So tell you what. Since they're not good fighters, I won't ask you to roll a punch or a grab or anything. But I guess you want to do that stealthily. So you're going to roll dexterity plus stealth. And I'm going to say that this is... Oh, you don't have stealth, do you?
I have no stealth.
That means you can't roll. So that means you can try to knock them out, but it won't be stealthy.
Oh,
So you want to do that.
I guess that's how it has to be.
Then just roll dexterity, just to see if you botch. Botch again is getting more 1s than successes.
Okay, rolling 3 for dexterity.
And that is a botch though. No successes and a 1. So they quickly look behind. You would go for a grab, a punch, a kick, or what?
I think I would go for a punch at... Just out of curiosity, does a hand chop count as a punch?
Yeah, I guess it counts. So you go for 2 hand chops, one each. And they actually turn around before you hit them. And instead of hitting them in the back of the neck, you kind of hit their shoulders. And they take quite some damage, but they are not knocked out. And now you're in a situation. Hey everybody, Cammyplayer here, and this is the end of World Warrior, episode 12. I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, please leave a comment below. Let us know your opinions about the show. If you want to talk to me directly, you can reach me through Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter at Cammyplayer. So that's it for now, and until next week with another chapter in this story. I hope to see you there.